So today I'm going to be going through a quick session, roughly 30 minutes, focusing on some breathing techniques and ending with a guided meditation. This is great to do maybe right when you wake up in the morning to kind of get your mind and body flowing. And so whenever you're ready, just finding yourself in a comfortable seated position. There's a few different postures you could do with your legs here. You could do, what I'm doing is Ardha Padmasana, half lotus. So scooping your foot, placing it right on your thigh where your hip ends here. Just making sure both knees are on the floor. You could also do full lotus if that is comfortable for you, scooping the other leg up. Or you could just simply sit in a regular cross-legged position. This is Sukhasana, easy pose. So whatever feels comfortable for you. I also recommend sitting on a pillow. It helps to lengthen the spine a little bit easier. So once you are in your comfortable seated position, making sure both knees are on the floor, just inhaling the arms up and then exhale, twisting to the right side just to wake up our spine a little bit. Sometimes not moving for a little bit, it can kind of feel stiff. So I like to warm up my spine a little bit beforehand. Opening up that right shoulder. Inhale, reaching the arms back up to center. Exhale, twisting to the left side. Inhaling the arms back up to center, and then exhaling them down. Just placing your hands on your knees, and then inhale, opening the chest, bringing your shoulder blades to touch, gazing at the ceiling. And then exhale, rounding the back, bringing your chin to your chest. One more time, inhale, opening the chest, shoulder blades to touch. And then exhale, rounding the back, bring your chin to your chest. Some seated cat-cows. Awesome. Coming back to center. On an inhale, bringing your right ear down to your right shoulder. And then exhale, bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale, bringing your left ear to your left shoulder and coming all the way back. Exhale, keep moving in a circle with your neck just to wake up our neck here. Making sure to inhale on the way up, exhaling on the way down. And when you get to a good spot, starting to switch directions. Inhale on the way up, exhaling on the way down, just making some big circles with our chin. Let's go one more time around. And coming back to a neutral head, Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, and then exhaling them behind, pressing our shoulder blades to touch. Inhale, rolling them forward and up. Exhale, pressing them behind, shoulder blades together. One more time, inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling them down. Awesome. So we got our spine moved out a little bit. If you feel like you need to do anything else to kind of warm up your body before we get started, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, your legs should be in your comfortable seated position of your choice. Really making sure our spine is completely straight. I know sometimes it can get a little uncomfortable, but trust me, keeping your spine straight is going to feel less tension than if you were to round your back for that long. So really trying to keep our spine straight. It helps to improve our posture in our daily lives. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling them down and back our spine. You don't have to press them back super far when you're sitting here, but just slightly. We don't want them rolled forward. And with your hands, you can place them on your thighs, or you can do a mudra, which is basically like a gesture that helps the flow of energy and helps to enhance certain feelings when you are doing your breathing or meditation. So you could do chin mudra, which is your pointer and thumb making a circle, and then just resting your hands like that, just nice and relaxed. Or you can do gyan mudra, which is just the same as this, except you're going to be flipping your hands facing down. Chin mudra is to help increase your concentration, and gyan mudra helps to increase your knowledge during your practice. There's also dhyana mudra, which is meditation mudra. So bring your right hand under your left, bringing your thumbs to touch, and simply just relaxing your hands into your lap. So those are a few options you could do for mudras. And just trying to feel how your body is setting on your mat. Starting to close the eyes here. Just feeling the weight of your body. And just starting to be more aware of your breath. Maybe taking a slow inhale for a count of 4. And then exhaling for that same count of 4. So this is called our yogic breathing. When we do this deep breath, we're using the full capacity of our lungs. And this is really beneficial for us. It helps to reduce our breath rate. This means that more oxygen can be pumped into our lungs with deeper and longer breaths. It also helps to improve our blood circulation. It helps the health of our heart, helps our body organs, helps our mental health, helps your memory, helps you be able to sleep better. And just overall, it's really great breathing technique. Trying to do this every day when you can, if possible, just for a few minutes even, would be very beneficial. So when you inhale, just feeling where the breath goes, maybe pressing the breath into the stomach and then letting it rise all the way up through the chest and then the collarbone region using the full capacity of your lungs. And taking your time as you exhale. So these breathing techniques are called pranayama. So prana means our vital energy force, and ayama means expansion. So we want to expand the vital energy or life force inside of us. And we do this by different breathing techniques, since we are constantly breathing throughout the day, and this helps energy to flow into all of our energy systems in our body. So just keep focusing on that deep breath. Starting to quiet the mind a little bit, just being an observer of your thoughts. If any unnecessary thoughts come to your mind, don't give in to them or judge them, just simply acknowledge them and then let them pass along and come back to the breath. This breath also helps to just kind of relax our mind and our body and prepare us for our practice or our meditation or whatever we're planning to do. Just taking a few more breaths here before we move on to the next breathing exercise. And taking one final deep breath in for a count of 4. And slowly exhaling through the nose for a count of 4. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes so we can do the next breathing exercise called Kapalbhati. So with this exercise, we are focusing on our stomach. It's best to do this on an empty stomach, so that's why I recommend doing this maybe right when you wake up in the morning. But if not, you can always just skip this exercise, or maybe just don't do it right after you eat, because it can kind of be uncomfortable. So I like to place my hand on my stomach, and with this breathing, it's going to be focusing on a forceful exhale with the stomach. So your inhale is going to be automatic, and you're breathing in and out through your nose. So just a regular inhale, and then a forceful exhale. I'm not pressing into my stomach, it's just here to kind of feel how the breath goes. So you're exhaling forcefully with your stomach. And if you have any recent stomach surgery or hernia or pacemaker, then don't do this practice, but otherwise you should be good. So maybe just practicing this about 10 times. Feel free to close your eyes if you want to. And once you're done, just relaxing the hand and go back to your normal breath, just feeling the effects of this breathing exercise. This pranayama helps our abdominal organs, it helps our digestive functioning, and it helps to energize the nervous system. And when you're ready, we'll do it one more time, maybe going up to 15 breaths or 20 if it feels fine for you. Otherwise, you can stay at 10 breaths. And going back to your normal breathing, feeling that energy from that pranayama technique. Just at your normal breath here for a few moments. Okay, so the next breathing exercise is called a Bhastrika. So with this, we are focusing on our chest, and it's basically going to be a forceful inhale and exhale through the chest, still with your nose. So it's kind of intense, so just, start out a little soft, maybe with just 5 or 10 breaths just to see how you feel. Also, if you've had any recent chest or stomach surgery or major heart problems, then I wouldn't recommend doing this. If you want, you can place a hand on your chest to feel the movement of it. Otherwise, just go ahead and start breathing forceful inhale and a forceful exhale with your chest. After your breaths, just relaxing, feeling the energy from that technique. This breathing technique is beneficial if you have a cold or a cough. It's very heating. It helps to increase the oxygen inside of our body. It helps also throat inflammation. When you're ready, doing it one more time together, maybe 15 or 20 times, or maybe just 10 again if you aren't feeling comfortable going that high. And going back to your normal breathing, feeling the effects of that pranayama. And we have 2 more breathing exercises that we're going to do. So the next one is called our Ujjayi breath. So with this, we are using the back of our throat to inhale and exhale. So we're contracting the back of our throat. And you should hear like a hissing sound. And one way that I learned how to do it is if you put your hand out and you pretend that you're fogging up a window. And you can kind of feel how it's coming from like the back of your throat. And then go ahead and try that with your mouth closed. So yeah, you should hear kind of like a hissing sound, and then trying to do that with your inhale and exhale. So just practicing that a few times. This is a great heating pranayama. It helps to heat our body from the inside out. It's great to do also if you have any cold or if it's cold outside. It's very warming. We also like to practice this during our vinyasa flows. So just practicing this Ujjayi breath for a few moments. Just really trying to feel it in the back of your throat. Do 3 more breaths of this Ujjayi breath. And once you're done, just going back to your regular breath, feeling the effects of that pranayama. And then preparing for our last breathing exercise. It's called Nadi Shodhana. This is one of my favorites to do just because it's so relaxing and it helps to balance out your left and right side body. So either hand, using your thumb and your pointer finger in the center of your brow, and then you're going to be covering up your right nostril with either your thumb or your ring finger, depending on which hand you're using. So covering up your right nostril, you're going to inhale with the left nostril, covering up the left nostril, and then exhaling with the right. Inhaling with the right, covering up the right, and exhaling with the left. So that's 1 full round. So once again, inhaling with the left nostril, exhaling with the right, inhaling with the right, exhaling with the left. So just trying this on your own for a few times, still taking your time and breathing in for a count of 4 if you can, and then breathing out for a count of 4. Like I said, this is great for balancing out our left and right side bodies. It helps to purify all of our energy systems throughout our body. It also helps respiratory problems and just relaxation in general. I feel very calm afterwards, so that's why I like to do this before the meditation part. You might find that one side is a little bit more clogged than the other. This helps to balance that out. And you want to try to go slow enough to where you don't hear any noise when you breathe in or out. just a few more breaths here. And making this your final round. And when your hand starts to get tired, just resting your hand back on your thighs, closing your eyes, doing the mudra of your choice, or just gently resting your hands on your thighs, making sure your spine is straight. Just continuing to focus on your breath, that deep yogic breathing that we did at first. Breathing in for a count of 4 and breathing out for a count of 4. Starting to quiet the mind, relax everything for the next few moments of our meditation. And if you don't feel comfortable, now would be the time to readjust yourself, maybe your legs or anything to kind of get you more comfortable. You want to be steady but comfortable in this position, so those are the two most important things. And once you get in that comfortable position, just trying not to move the body at all besides when you breathe. If your mind starts to wander, just coming back to that focus on your breath. Once we can focus on our breath and control that, that's when we can start to control our mind and our thinking. This is the most powerful tool for transitioning negative thoughts and emotions and creating more positive thoughts out of this, because you become more aware of yourself and more aware of your surroundings. And from here, maybe starting to count the breaths. An inhale is 1, exhale is 2, going up to 10 and then starting over, just to kind of get your mind focusing on your breathing. Trying to be with your breath in the moment and focus your attention inwards. This is a process of mental training. You're training your thoughts, and out of this comes a state of deep relaxation that you might not realize that you can even achieve. Just noticing where the breath goes in your body, maybe more in your stomach or your chest. Just feeling that sensation of your body moving with your breath. Maybe feeling your shoulders slightly raising as you inhale. And once again, if you find that your mind is wandering away, it's okay. Just simply come back to your breath. Just let all of your experiences, your thoughts and emotions come and go in the background of your awareness of the breath. And just notice how your breath feels through this moment. Starting to hear the sounds that might be around you and feeling the weight of your body sitting on the floor, maybe feeling your hands resting on your thighs, maybe your fingers to touch. Still keeping that deep breath, but starting to be more aware of what's going on around you. And whenever you're ready, just gently opening the eyes again. And pressing the palms into your knees, rounding the back, bringing your chin to your chest. You might find that your feet might fall asleep. Mine do too. It's totally fine. It just means that you haven't moved them, which is good. If you start to feel uncomfortable, like your back or any tension during your practice, you can always rest on a wall, but it's just gonna take practice in order to not feel that tension in your back. You're just basically training your back to have a good posture, so it just takes time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this practice, and I hope that you're feeling nice and relaxed and maybe ready for your day now after this. Bring your hands to heart center and bringing your thumb to your brow chakra, your ajna chakra. Namaste. Awesome. Thank you guys.